Let's say that the reform forms the next government. Would you use the Navy to turn the boats round, yes or no?
Absolutely, 100%. In fact, I look forward to the day it'll be one of the first calls. I gave a speech a few months ago where I said it'll be one of the first calls I think that Nigel makes based on what he says. And it'll be to the First Sea Lord of the Navy, giving a clear instruction to ensure that not a single unauthorized vessel trying to get to this country across the Channel makes it to our shores. And look, let's be clear, it'll be a humanitarian mission. We have a formidable Navy. But if you talk to people in the Navy, including senior people whom I speak to, it's crystal clear that operationally they could stop those boats extremely quickly, extremely safely. It's they do this sort of stuff all of the time. It's not an issue operationally.
So if you did that, if you did that from day one,
yeah.
Would you, in the meantime, whilst all of those, leaving the ECHR and all the legal ramifications, would you detain people? Henry Bolden was talking about this for security reasons. Would that be offshore? Would that be somewhere else? Would reform say, whilst this is going through, whilst we're beating off the ECHR, we're going to stop the boats, but we're going to deal with this influx? Yeah. Would you detain those people?
Also, there's a couple of things, right? Number one, you have to stop people wanting to pay money to people smugglers and coming here, right? And also, we know nothing about these people. And we know for sure, by the way, do you remember when there was a man crossing the Channel and he was posting live on TikTok?
Yeah.
He posted the French Navy escorting him to the UK. That was a man who had publicly threatened a sitting member of parliament that happens to be our leader in the form of Nigel. Do you remember that? The guy with the tattooed Kalashnikov? And the French Navy were escorting him to the UK. So number one, we've got a team working already on a whole policy agenda, because not only do we need to leave the ECHR, replace it with the British Bill of Rights, we've got to leave judges. You can blame judges all you want and say they're activists, but the reality is the politicians should leave no room for a judge, no matter how activist they are, to say that a rapist who is in this country, who's from Kenya, who's a convicted rapist, cannot be deported because he's an alcoholic and he might have a miserable time of it.